So this solo is based around our D minor or our D Aeolian scale, going back and forth between that and D minor pentatonic, because our concept here is phrasing. We're going to look at a couple of different things to do with phrasing, try to do some interesting phrasing by shifting sixteenths, and we'll talk about that a little bit now and a little bit when we do the variations. The solo starts out actually on an upbeat, which is nice. Instead of coming right in on the downbeat, it comes in on the and we do a slide up, which is our first lick, just sliding up on the 5th string, right? And then going to the 4th string, back to the 5th, and then doing a bend. And then I do a pull-off, right? I play the 5th string at the 5th fret, pull off to 3, and then hammer on. Next part. Now this is a pretty cool part because we're doing a technique here called double stops. If I played that all single note, it would be okay, but it just doesn't sound very raw and nasty. So to get that nasty sound, we play 2 notes at a time, which is a double stop, right? So I'm sliding up to my D note, and then I've got my F, which is right out of my D minor chord. So I slide up to that, and then I hit that F in there, but I hit the D at the same time. You see me picking both of them. And then I do the same thing, sliding up to the 10th fret, which is my F note on the 3rd string, and then I go with the note on the 2nd string, also on the 10th fret. So I got, and then I do this line. Now what's cool about that, once again, if I did it just single note wise, it would be a little bit, you know, wimpy sounding. But when I keep this A in here, and then I go from the C to the C sharp to the D, it really makes that an interesting sound, makes it really thick sounding. So that part, instead of single. Now is when we go into the mode. Pretty much we've been playing pentatonic up to this point, and now we go into D Aeolian. Only difference between D minor pentatonic and D Aeolian is we're adding the 2nd and then the flat 6, so our 2 notes. So don't let that mode throw you off. It's just adding 2 notes to your pentatonic scale. So just think of it that way, and it makes it really slick to get around in. So with this riff, I'm basically doing a hammer on and then pulling off. So hammering on from 10 to 11, pulling off to 10 and back to 8. And then I go down to the 3rd string, start on my E note, 9th fret, 9, 10, 7. And then I'm going to step right down here to the 5th fret position. And I do a bend. So I start with the ghost bend. I bend it all the way up. Don't play it, but bend it up and then hit it as I come down, and then I pull off to the 5th fret. So from the 7 to 5. And then I play 4th string on the 7th fret. And then I skip the 3rd string, go to the 2nd string, and slide from 6 to 8. And now we get into the next section, which is really, we're going to cover this in more detail when we get to the variations part of the solo. So I'm going right down the D minor pentatonic scale. But what makes this interesting is I'm doing a thing I call shifting 16th notes. So it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 notes, and those 5 notes, I keep repeating that, but I shift it over a 16th. So I am going, if we were counting 16ths, it would be 1 E and a, 2 E and a, but then the next set, I'm not coming in on the 3, I'm coming in on the E. 3 E and a, 4 E. So if we're counting, we've got all right, see how that works? It can take a simple lick and a simple set of notes, but makes them really interesting just by shifting it a 16th away. So I do that. Then after that, I'm going to do this bend. Same kind of bend I did down here with the bend up. Pull off from 12 to 10. When you get that bend in there, make sure you get a good shake in there. Sliding up from 12 to 14. Do another double stop here for that nasty sound, and then I'm going to slide that combination down a whole step to really get that sound, and end on the double stop at the 10th fret on the 2nd string and the 3rd string.